honored guests. I love international travel. Every time I book a trip to another country, I buy all the books on that country, watch the TV shows to learn as much about culture and the people, because my biggest fear is being in a country and sticking out like a sore thumb. So given that fact, it's very surprising to me that when I decided to move to Seattle, I just said yes and hopped on a plane. I had no idea there was a culture here. It was only a couple states away. The first day I was in Seattle, my boss asked me to dinner. And so I did what I typically do when I get ready for dinner in Iowa. I spend 2 hours putting on makeup, my fake lashes, my hair extensions, my 5.5-inch stiletto heels, and I was ready to go. I walked out the door, grabbed my umbrella, I think you all know where this is going, and went to Ivers to meet her for dinner. At the end of dinner, she couldn't take it anymore. She said, "Rachel, you have to tone down the Midwesternness." So I had no idea what she meant. I literally thought everywhere was like Iowa. It's all I knew for the past 30 years. She told me that here in Seattle, people are a little more casual, so I could leave the heels at home. She said that maybe I should be a little more taciturn and not talk to everybody that walks by. Literally, someone at dinner asked if I knew them because I was talking to them. And she said that here in Seattle, people don't use umbrellas. Well, there I was in my biggest fear, sticking out like a sore thumb. I want to make sure no one here ever experiences that when you come to Iowa, where I'm from. So today I'm going to teach you how to be Iowan. First up, talking the talk. In Texas, they say y'all. In Iowa, we say yous guys. Yous guys want to go to dinner. Seriously. Washington is pronounced Washington pretty much everywhere but Iowa. We say Washington. You need to go wash your clothes. We think that cornhole sounds too corny, so we call it bags. Yous guys want to go play some bags? And the last thing, something to look for next time you're at the airport, is we think we're so special that we don't have a word for excuse me. We say, ooh, ooh, sorry, ooh, get out of my way, ooh, my bad. It's something I didn't realize I did until I came here. So now that you know how to talk the talk, let's talk about the food. What do you eat in Iowa? If someone asks you to bring a hot dish to a potluck, it is not just a dish that is hot. It is an actual meal that has 3 ingredients typically: meat, canned soup, and a starch, preferably tater tots. The most popular hot dish, turkey dressing. It's bread at the bottom, turkey in the middle, preferably leftover turkey from Thanksgiving, and canned gravy on the top. Delicious. Our salads are not green. They're typically made up of 3 ingredients: marshmallows, whipped topping, and a fruit. So the only time they're green is if it's green grapes. We have dinner salads and side salads, but those aren't green either because of the ranch dressing. Fish is all you can eat on Friday. Cheese, we need to make sure it squeaks. That's how we know it's fresh and good. And everything can be eaten on a stick. Fried Twinkies, we have fried sticks of butter on a stick. Pork chops, Barack Obama ate one at the Iowa State Fair. And even corn. Corn. The holy word in Iowa. I could go on for hours about corn, but I will just tell you one thing. There are 2 categories of corn: field corn and sweet corn. Now there's hundreds of subcategories under those, but field corn is 99% of what we grow in Iowa. The other percent is sweet corn. And you have not had sweet corn until you've had Finsel's Iowa sweet corn. There has actually been physical altercations over the sweet corn. It sells out by 8 a.m. in the morning. So now that you know how to talk the talk and what to eat in Iowa, let's move on to the most important topic, which is life and death. Braving the weather. Extremes is the only word you can use to describe the weather in Iowa. You have extreme hot, 114 degrees Fahrenheit is our record, and extreme cold, -40 47 degrees. And that's not even factoring in the heat index, which makes it feel hotter, and the wind chill that makes it colder. If you think cold is the only thing you need to worry about in the winter, you are wrong. There is ice, freezing rain, sleet, wind, snow, blowing snow, thunder snow. The list goes on and on. But don't worry, the only thing you need to make sure you do is have a weather app, probably multiple of them, and check them hourly. That is not a joke. You have to make sure that you have enough time to get home if the storm is coming in. It can be not a cloud in the sky 1 hour, next hour, freezing rain, which is rain that ice completely turns to ice when it hits the ground. I have been stranded at home, at the grocery store, at work, and most dangerously on the side of the road. Very important to check your weather apps. The only thing worse than winter in Iowa is summer in Iowa. We have rain, the record's 22 inches overnight. We have thunderstorms, tornadoes, flash flooding, wind, 123 mile per hour wind is our record. A lot of things to be aware of. The most important thing to know about summer in Iowa, braving that weather, is to know the difference between a tornado warning and a fire alarm. Very important. You do two different things for them. A tornado alarm is going to sound like a whooping, whoop, 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 and a fire alarm is going to so you know that you should stay inside when there's a tornado, go outside when there's a fire. I hope that I have equipped you guys with everything you need to visit Iowa. My task now is to go to Iowa and teach everyone how to say Puyallup and Mukilteo, what Beecher's cheese is and Dick's burgers, and that there's different kinds of salmon. And the only thing they have to worry about when it comes to weather is to not